Hi, Josh Barker with Josh Barker Real Estate, and thank you for checking out our market update for the month of March 2024. Let's go ahead and kick right into that sales report from the Shasta County Multiple Listing Service. So I'm going to circle this for you in red, but last month we had 146 properties that closed escrow on the Shasta County MLS. If you go back 1 year ago, it was 139, so nearly unchanged year over year, which is a good sign. It means that there's obviously some stability in buyer demand. The next thing to look at is just the pending report I'll put over the top. Circle this for you in red as well. There was 202 properties that are actually pending at the end of February last month. If you go back 1 year ago, it was 177. So a difference of about 14%. So buyer demand is actually up a little bit year over year right now for the multiple listing service. That's really a good thing to see. The next topic to look at is just our active inventory itself. So if you go look back at this month right now, we're at a 548 overall that are available for sale. If you go back 1 year ago, it was 621. So our inventories are still down, stubbornly low, at about 11% lower than it was last year. And a big reason why this is happening, as many of you already know, is that you have homeowners currently that are sitting on mortgages that might be anywhere between 2.75% and maybe 3.5%. And if you own a home like that with a mortgage like that, it's really difficult to want to relinquish that lower interest rate for the higher rates today. The next thing to look at is just the total new listings that came to market. This is a good sign. I'll circle this for you in red. There was 209 properties that actually came up for sale in the MLS this last month. If you go back a year ago, it was 207. So good news is that we still have a good amount of inventory coming to market. But the challenging thing is, and if you're a buyer in the market right now, I don't need to tell you this, you already know, it's hard to find what you're looking for because the inventories are lower than they have been in the past. When you find a home, oftentimes there's other people that are interested at the same time, and it could even find yourself in a competitive situation, which seems unlogical because of interest rates being so high, but when inventory is so low, that's what's causing those issues to pop up. Next thing to look at is just the average sales price in the market. I'll circle this for you in red as well. There's 372,000 was the average sales price for the month of February. It's up a little bit compared to last year where we were at 363,000 in the same month. Now remember, average sales prices, if you take all the sales and then divide it by that total number, that gives you your average sales price. The next thing to look at is just the median sales price. Median sales price finished at 360,000 in the county for the month of February. Again, going back a year ago, it was 343,000, and so it's also up a little bit. Median sales price, for those of you that may not know, take all the numbers, pick the middle number, that's your median sales price. And so you can see right now that you have sales that are still strong year over year. You have home pricing averaging going up a little bit year over year. Buyer demand is still there. It's just that the overall volume is definitely a lot lower than it has been in years past. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, a big reason for that is that homeowners are sitting on those really all-time low interest rates, and they're a little bit reluctant to wanting to let those go. And who could blame them? The last thing to look at is just the rental market itself. The rental market in Shasta County is still producing and still performing really well. Right now, property managers are reporting to us that they're sitting between 6 and 8% vacancy, so it's ticked up a little bit. But the short-term rental market is probably where you've seen the biggest changes. A few years ago, the short-term rental market was what we would describe as a boom. I mean, it was a lot of activity in that short-term rental market. Today, that's not the same level of energy and excitement as it had been in the past, and for that reason, some folks are actually having some of those properties transition to for the resale market, or some are transitioning into long-term rentals instead of being short-term rentals. So in any case, if you have any other questions regarding the market update I have with you today, feel free to reach out. We're always here to help. Thanks again for your time today. Have a great March.